Welcome, everybody, to GearWire Crosstalk show or program, episode number 30, baby. That's big 3-0. On my right is Mr. Dan Augusto.
Yo.
What's up, buddy? What's going on? I like your get up today.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Sharp.
How did you describe it earlier?
Was it?
Turn of the century
Turn
private
of the century
investigator.
private investigator. Kind of trying to get that.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of easing into it.
I like it.
Eventually, I'll be here wearing the whole trench coat, have the pipe, that sort of thing.
I thought you guys do that anyway when I'm not here.
No,
I think it's more of the professor kind of look myself,
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
could
Sweater.
put some like leather
Patches. You need some patches.
Right.
Yeah,
I dig it.
Tweed patches on a leather jacket.
And on my left here is Mr. Drew Craig. What's going on,
Hello,
buddy?
hello. I feel kind of old, man.
Yeah?
Podcast number 30.
I know. That's big time.
Ready to settle down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to settle down, get married, have kids, and all that. Just kidding.
Just kidding, all you
Sorry, ladies.
3 or 4 female GearWire watchers out there. So anyway, we've got a special edition of Crosstalk this week. Last week, the Crosstalk crew was in Frankfurt, Germany, covering the Music Messe show and filming the release of new products. We're taking a quick look at a few of the videos Kyle and the crew shot, so be sure to stick around and watch. And by the way, Kyle's the man behind the camera that y'all can't see right now.
Hi, Kyle.
Anyway.
How are you?
Also, we'll check back to episode number 29 and complete our brass sample test, where we shot out brass samples from 3 hardware ramplers and 3 software sample sets. Before we get started, a quick reminder, as always, if you want to get a hold of us, send us an email at crosstalk@gearwire.com. Also, be sure to visit the GearWire forums at forums.gearwire.com. Get involved, speak your piece. We absolutely love hearing from you.
Send us an email.
I just got.
Just do it.
I just went over the 1,000 post mark.
Did you?
Just this past week on the forum.
Congratulations.
I'm the only one.
What is your forum status now? Did you get bumped up to something else?
I'm admin. I've been admin.
Okay.
I delete all your stupid posts and all that stuff.
So that's why my posts are always deleted.
Yeah.
Damn. At least I know who's doing it now. All right, back in episode 29, we did a brass sample listening test between 3 hardware ramplers and 3 software samplers. We didn't reveal which was each last week, so we're going to do that this week.
Yeah.
Let's check them out.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been dying of curiosity. Many sleepless nights.
I know, honestly.
It's been rough.
We had some votes come in on our
I
forum.
haven't been eating.
Well,
Maybe that'll help you fit those shirts a little better.
Maybe.
you could start gaining weight this weekend from what you've lost.
Excellent.
But we had a few votes. Let's see, 13 votes. 2 more votes than last time.
Nice.
Pretty
nice.
good. So let's listen to these. Here's the first one, and this one got the most votes. It got 8 votes on the forum. And surprisingly enough, that was the Muse, the Soundbox Muse.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So it actually did really well. So the brass sample's actually doing a lot better than the string samples did from the Muse. Let's move on. Number 2. This one got 0 votes.
But it sounds so real.
All right, that was the Motif.
Okay.
0 votes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying, I've seen places that the Motifs, the pads are the things that it just doesn't do that well.
Okay. The keyboard I have, the EX5, the predecessor to the Motif, has a trumpet patch on it. It sounds amazing. It sounds really, really good.
Is it like a trumpet ensemble or just?
No, it's monophonic too.
Yeah, I have the MU100R on here. I find that the solo instruments are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the patches, the pads on the Motif just really don't do it. All right, here is the next one. Had 2 votes. And that was EWSQL.
Okay.
East-West.
Gotcha.
You can kind of tell because it has more of that stereo stuff going on.
Right.
The panning. Here's number 4. Also 0 votes on this one. This is our favorite one.
Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't vote for it, though.
Was that the Super Nintendo?
That was the good old MU100R.
Classic.
Also, a Yamaha synth that the pads are just not not amazingly there. Here's number 5. And this was this had 3 votes. I think this was the one you said you liked. Can't really remember.
I don't remember either.
But that was KVSL.
Okay.
That KVSL had the most votes in our last one, but it came in second on this one.
Gotcha.
But it was a distant second. All right. Here's
What's the K stand for? Contact?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Contact 2.
Okay. Then VSL, Vienna Symphonic.
Vienna Symphonic Library.
Yeah.
And this is our XV5050. Also not very believable.
No.
So I was pretty surprised actually that the Muse sounded as good as it did. Let's listen one more time to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
It just had an amount of realism to it that the others didn't, and this was straight MIDI in. I wasn't doing much at all.
Yeah, all the dynamics for all the different MIDI is exactly the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the samples on the Muse are just like lower dynamic, perhaps, like the actual sample itself.
Yeah, there's just some sort of again, I'm using the word again, realism to it. Just it sounded like people were actually playing the instruments. One of the things I think may attribute to that is that when you load in a patch in Muse in the Giga Virtual instrument, it loads in sections, and when you load in the brass ensemble, large brass ensemble, you get trumpet ensemble, trumpet soloist, trombone ensemble, trombone soloist, so on and so on. And I think that sort of had something to do with how real it ended up sounding.
Nice.
Sure.
All right.
Interesting.
Cool.
Maybe should we move on?
Yeah, and by the way, Dan is still available for composition for Japanese role-playing games.
RPGs, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's it.
You can send us an email at danforjapaneserpgs at crosstalk@gearwire.com.
There's 2 ats in there.
The number 4. Anyway.
2 ats.
Yes.
Very valid email
It's a
address.
double email.
Our own Kyle will put that email up on the screen.
Right?
Make sure to put like 3 exclamation points after.
Right.
Make it flash if you would.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool.